Guys, welcome back. We are going to talk about the next round of fixtures. The title, the Premier League title campaign, the Premier League title race is intensifying. Two very hot games and
relegation battle is also hot.
The relegation battle is also very hot. I think there's 7 or 8 teams who are fighting for relegation.
Hapo basi. Alafu tuende soon to be champions again.
Let's start at the bottom.
Kuna video at repeat, but we'll get to that.
Let's start at the bottom. I think let's talk about relegation. There's so many teams playing that are in the relegation, but let's start with the first game that's going to be played this game with the Aston Villa versus Leeds game. And Leeds they're somehow struggling. They're in the relegation battle. So, guys, what do you think of that game? Aston Villa are also doing good since they appointed Unai Emery, and they're going to be playing at home versus Leeds.
Let me go first.
Mm-hmm.
I predict a Leeds win, but here's the catch with the Leeds. When they're good, they're good.
They're good.
Ask United and ask Chelsea.
Liverpool.
Oh yeah, Liverpool. Yes, not United. They haven't played United yet.
United beat them. I think United.
No, they haven't played. They haven't played yet. That was last season. 6-1. Yeah, that was last season.
Okay.
So when Leeds are at it, they're at it.
Yeah.
City might have won 3-1, but we struggled in that game to create chances. We needed a last gasp goal by Rodri at the end of the first half, and that helped. Mm-hmm. Even coach himself alisema hiyo ndio ilituangusha chini.
The motivation, the side just before halftime. Yeah.
And I love the approach. Jesse Marsh is just Bielsa who's slim and American. Well, North American. This one is South American. Bielsa is South American.
Yeah.
But you have to consider his approach is still the same. That's why Salzburg, when he was in charge of them, were able to beat Liverpool.
Yeah, I remember that when Haaland was still there, and
even when they came back to Anfield and they lost 3-2.
Yeah.
That game was still
It
fire.
was very fire. It was calm. Let's go.
So with that, and Emery is known as the master of defense. Haram ball, as we call it, agricultural farming. Things that are timeless, you know. Get the ball, route 11. Kupanga ni wewe na wazazi wako.
Only Watkins.
Twende ndani. As such, the pressing that Leeds offer, and there's this young breed of strikers that are coming. The fact that Bamford is not in the team.
Yeah. They have this guy.
This new kid.
Yeah, this kid who played, and I think he scored in the West Ham game.
Yes.
What's his name? I've forgotten, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they lost Rafinha, but they're still dealing with that loss. But post World Cup, we're gonna see a different Leeds.
I think they are also happy because they had Taylor Adams will be back. Summerville has also been playing good.
Summerville is the kid I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I think Leeds will edge it 2-1
versus Aston Villa.
Yes.
Okay.
That's on me. How your guys take on that?
For me, I think Aston Villa will win this game. I think Unai Emery has something up his sleeve that's going to give Aston Villa a win, and they'll survive this relegation battle. Yeah, that's my.
I think Haram ball will win. This pressing thing Leeds will come, and then Aston Villa will just go route 11. Through pass, Oli Watkins, Mubondia. I think a 2-1 win, but to Aston Villa.
You had it from them, not to me. I'm back at the Etihad Airways.
Yeah, I think the next game that we need to talk about. The Leeds actually drew the last game
West Ham.
Yes. So I think we need to talk about West Ham struggling. Do they need to get rid of Moyes? Because it's been tough.
I'll tell you what. Mm-hmm. Don't get rid of Moyes. This is the Premier League. He's brought in new players to supplement those who are there and helped them go top 5.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate thing is that they're playing Wolves.
Yeah, another relegation contender.
And fortunately for Wolves, they have a national team manager within the ranks who was also a Real Madrid manager. So he knows how to cope with the pressure of bringing the
when
best.
Things are not working, and bringing the best.
So both these teams will survive.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to their managers and the experience of the league and their squad. Because there were squads there. We'll talk about Southampton and where I believe they are prime
candidates to be relegated.
But they'll come back the Burnley way. We'll talk about Burnley as well.
Yeah.
But you know, Wolves are playing home, West Ham away. I think Wolves have a higher chance of winning this game.
How many goals have Wolves scored?
I think the problem this season has been to find goals. Though most of the season,
Podence is playing well. They're playing well.
Yeah,
they're defending well, but they're unlucky.
because I think Wolves lack like a striker, they even decided to buy Costa, but Costa seems to have already gotten old. And then
No, you have to
Mendes
consider
also,
Costa. There's a period he didn't play football. Apparently,
Yeah.
he had his last goal came in the year 2021, playing in Brazil.
yeah, he has not been playing for some time.
Okay.
So, I believe if he gets, how long was his contract?
I think it's a 1
I
year.
believe next year he'll score at least 10 goals. He'll
I
be
don't
like
know.
Mitrovic.
I don't know.
Because now he's gotten a new manager on top of it all.
Or maybe he'll be scoring in Ligue 1.
It's
never know.
it's going to
You never
break the record.
But those are people who I call football mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watu wa kujitafutia pesa na
So what is your scoreline for that game?
0-0.
0-0.
1-1 at most.
But at the end of the day, both will survive.
Both will survive. They have the squads and the depth to overcome
To see it through.
this purple patch, or rather purple
No,
patch
it's-
ile ingine inaitwa
Big
red
patch.
patch.
I'm a black patch.
Let's call it red to L chapwa L na red. So they'll overcome.
Well, I like Moyes, I like how he plays, but I think Wolves playing at home, and they've really been trying in the previous games to pull a result. So I'm backing Wolves to win this game. Maybe a 3-1 win for Wolves.
Whew. 3-1.
Illusion.
Because, relax. You see Neves,
Neves.
CDM, yes.
Podence.
But that is actually the player you should be talking about, not Neves, boy.
No,
Neves
guys,
was maybe a free
Neves
kick.
will get a free kick.
Okay,
exactly.
maybe free kick.
You saw the
Jevon
kick,
Sprouse.
you saw the
Yeah.
free kick he got
He
against
missed.
United.
I know he missed.
Almost, but the
The
game
guy
is too
was
good.
Yeah,
If it
yeah.
was Ederson,
No, the guy is good.
that's a
There is-
No.
Yeah,
If
You guys
Ederson-
stop. Put some respect on that name, my brother. Put some respect on that. You guy, you should see the saves
Relax.
Ederson has.
Tulia. The reason I'm saying that is because I've seen Ederson conceding some very...
What about the guy?
The guy is a good goalkeeper.
Yes, but what about the goals he's conceded? What's of action as an Ederson, bruv?
You see-
Have you seen some pulls Ederson pulls?
You see what happens, eh? When the guy is needed to save.
In-house fighting.
Have
Keep it in the family.
let
Have you seen this meme where he jumps, then you have this Photoshop layout, then the guy save. The guy is a saver. But
Okay, me what I will
In-house
say.
fighting sasa nimerudi home. Tuko sasa.
But the hair is a better shot stopper. That does not mean Ederson is bad. Ederson is still good, but he's not the hand shot stopping.
The
There are
unfortunate
shots
part is
that
this.
are not there. But anyway,
Being a Man City keeper can be the worst job.
yeah, because you are.
You basically 60% of the game you have nothing to do because most of the time Man City has 60% of possession.
Yeah.
Meaning 60% of the time
You are not the.
ile live imeisha. Rudisha tu irudi.
let me just work on it. So guys, as we think about this stuff, another
No, let me first talk about that West Ham Wolves game.
Okay.
I actually think West Ham are going to find a result. I think this is the time that West Ham needs to find a result because Moyes, first of all, the pressure is now getting.
But the
to him.
draw is gonna come. If the draw at Leeds,
I don't think they're going
just
to
Leeds
draw.
away.
Yeah, but the only
They
result
were
is
supposed to win.
okay.
didn't come.
I did not expect them to win, but let's.
I did.
You did. Okay, I think they will win this one because one, I think Wolves will try to do their thing. Especially, I think when Skamaka finds the chances, I think they will win.
I'd
Actually,
give a
a 2-1
West win if it was at the London
Skamaka.
Stadium,
I don't-
Olympic Stadium.
But
But they're away. And Wolves can defend for their lives.
can Wolves really defend with this?
West Ham
coach?
don't have a Rashford.
Yeah,
West
Bueno.
Ham don't have a Haaland.
Yeah, that's the problem. Skamaka can shoot, but then he's a bit limited.
Your team, the guys who scored that when they went 1-0 up, then you came back and won 3.
Who?
Odegaard.
Oh,
West Ham
yeah.
don't have a. Okay, you can. Lanzini comes close.
But still. Anyway, let's talk about another game for.
another delegation battle. guys.
Yeah, the Everton versus Southampton.
I
That's
think
a
that's
very good
very
game.
good game.
First of all, do you think any of them are going to survive?
Those are my. I told you Southampton is going. Lampard will be sacked.
Yeah, obvious. Okay.
my birthday ni April, so then time refu. Jamaa anajua tu huyu jamaa anaenda.
Definitely, yeah.
Umeng'ara hapo na Man City alafu unageuziwa 4 home. Aje.
In 6 minutes or something.
Aje.
Anyway,
Let's pressing, and the problem is with Everton they need a relegation.
Yeah, I think they actually need a relegation.
Same way Burnley needed the relegation.
Everton.
Yes. Everton need a relegation.
They need a relegation to
need
clear
to
out
reset.
everyone and bring.
reset.
I need someone to challenge the Merseyside derby. So what happens if
It's
No. I think in order for them
gone.
to start that, to have that chance, they
The
need to
Merseyside
reset
derby is no
everything.
longer even anything.
It's not even
Wow.
a derby because
It's always Liverpool's to lose and then they
Exactly.
lose. They draw. And you see how Evertonians celebrate a draw. Catch me dead, Man City celebrating a draw against United.
really?
Catch me dead. Catch me
Anyway,
dead.
let's talk about this game. So what do you think
Atina
the scoreline-
celebrate to me draw na Man U.
Never.
Not in my lifetime. Famous last words. Not in your lifetime, Sir Alex Ferguson. Here we are. You're still alive. Hey, Ningapi in your lifetime.
So Everton, Southampton.
Whom do you think is going to win and what's the scoreline?
Me, I'm seeing a draw.
A draw.
Maybe a 2-2 draw.
2-2. Okay.
Is Lavia back?
I'm not sure. But they have both. They have.
Because the
striker.
moment Lavia went missing with an injury is the moment
They started
Southampton-
struggling.
I loved that kid. It was unfortunate
City
for him.
kids.
He had the Fernandinho, Rodri, and Gundogan on his pecking line.
But
The good thing there's a buyback clause, so I'm not worried.
yeah, I think
Performance
he's good.
shine.
Yeah. What you have not even given your scoreline. What do you think?
Southampton will win it.
Yeah, so that will win.
Away.
Yes.
At Goodison Park.
It's a toxic play. It's really toxic at Goodison Park right now. It's really
Yeah,
toxic.
true. But
And
the fans
so
are
I've seen teams as good as Newcastle go down with managers like Rafa Benitez. So with my in-depth analysis, I believe Everton are in that rut. And the worst part is the fans are against them. They were booed.
Yeah, they are good. Actually, I wanted to say a draw, but then when I think about it, I think
Now,
might
let me
actually win.
convince.
Yeah.
Vile utakuta Man City.
Never,
Vile utakuta Man City. Wacha Arteta come here. When Pep retires,
I'd
kuna
rather stop
option
watching
mbili.
football.
Kuna option mbili, Arteta or company. Na watu wanajiprove. But hii kiti ni yao. These two City
It's only
legends.
the only person who will come is company. But that game, you've convinced me. I think I was to say a draw, but then thinking
Good.
about how toxic it is, the injury to Iwobi, and then Southampton buying a striker, I think Southampton will edge it 2-1. But unfortunately, I think Southampton will get relegated. I don't think they have enough.
They will.
still
But
get
I love
relegation.
what they've done. They've actually, and not City bias, but they've taken
They want to
at
develop
least
the talent.
four
Yeah.
key youth players from City.
Yeah, they're trying to build something.
Bazunu,
Lavia.
and right back, I've forgotten his name. All the age.
You guys, how do you master those names?
Unfortunately, many City diehard, you can see by the walling, the jerseys. I follow up to the under 16 level, and if you do that, you'll know that for the last 2 years, from under 16 to the men's team, Man City has won every title in England.
Now that is gloating and move on to the next game. Let's
you.
talk about the Nottingham Forest vs Leicester game. Those are another team that are struggling. Leicester before the World Cup, they seem to be coming back, wins after wins with the Tielemans scoring. But then they seem to have gone back. Now they have injuries to
Brendan Rodgers has gone to his 3-year cycle of management. I predict Jesse Lingard winner.
Exactly. Nottingham is going to win this game.
Nottingham is going to win this game.
Yeah. For once, I'm on the same side with the Chola.
The bigger question is,
Nottingham have a squad, and during the Christmas period, during the World Cup period, they've managed to gel and bond.
do you think they're both going to be relegated, or do you think...
They've already climbed out of the relegation zone.
Yes, but you never know. They are, I think, 2 points away
They
from the
drew with
relegation
Chelsea,
zone.
and they beat this team away, Southampton.
Yeah, they actually got some very massive.
Brendan
players.
Rodgers has lost his last 3 games.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the squad. He doesn't know the players, because now this is when you know a manager and the players have fallen out,
Yeah.
and the new players are not.
And then,
And unfortunately for them, they had to start with the Liverpool, and they 2 own goals.
2 on goals.
You know, small things like that is what now kills the morale, and
You are like, you want to give up.
Madison, their best player, is still out injured.
Still out injured.
So you have to struggle. you don't know to choose between Kelechi and Vardy. Patson Daka is an option, but
He's
without
now injured, I
service,
think.
without service, look at Haaland.
Actually, when Vardy is not performing, then Leicester is not performing.
Leicester, but Vardy has not been playing too much this season.
Tielemans
Do you think they're going to be
and
relegated?
Maddison are the engine for that Leicester team. And then they used to have Pereira and this time Castagne. And those four are no longer in existence. Only Tielemans, and he's still reeling from that old Belgium World Cup hangover.
Yeah, and he's about to also.
Chop off. I mean, I'm going on a free, so your heart is not there.
He's not there. True. He just
Easy
maintain
win
not get an
It's
interview.
not. They're not gonna struggle. Nottingham will win convincingly. Not one. I see 2 or 3-0.
Towards
Exactly.
the
Actually,
you agree?
I'm
The
seeing-
spirit that
I'm seeing a goal for.
That's why they even Steve Cooper, when it was going to shit, amepewa contract extension. Who does that?
I'm seeing a goal for Awoniyi and
When
Johnson. Yeah, these guys are playing. Like I watched their game.
Then it's going to be 4-0 because me I saw this
There's a
other,
Lingard winner.
this Achana Owini.
There's Johnson.
Dennis from Nigeria.
Dennis.
Yes, off the bench.
Yeah.
Na pia nani lazima afunge.
Lingard.
So
Lingard.
Lingard.
Yes,
Lingard is actually
Oh, he's
injured.
out.
Yeah.
Ah, man, Lingard is out.
Gibbs White is gonna be an able deputy.
Anyway, I think surprisingly, I think Leicester will find something from this game.
Nah.
I think Leicester might
Typical
pull out.
Arsenal behavior. I don't blame you.
Now I have
joined
Arsenal
now-
coming.
No, since 2 City fans have joined for Nottingham win now, you just
He's-
feel
he's good
double
for
yake.
that.
No.
Double yake tu Leicester will come up with a surprise.
No, true. Actually, I think Leicester.
The internet never forgets.
Let's wait and see. I think Leicester will find something. They have lost too many games. They will have to find something in order to turn their season around. This is the game they need to do something. I
There's
think.
also a game between Bournemouth and Brentford.
Yeah,
Funny enough, I'm seeing Bournemouth pulling up a surprise.
Brentford are at home.
Yes.
Never.
Now that I don't
Never.
agree.
Never.
Bro,
Never.
complacency.
Never.
These teams, they used to play against each other like in the championship 2 seasons ago. Bournemouth won those both games.
You see, I've watched how Brentford are playing. Wamenichapa mimi as Man City.
Sio wewe, sisi. Sijasahau hiyo loss.
You're still.
Na
That's
remember
goal.
hata
That's
la
goal
season
by
tulikuwa chapa 1-0 kwao tulistruggle.
You see, I've been against having Tony in my squad, and Tony is giving guys points. So what does this mean? Brentford is getting goals. Brentford is winning these games. So there's no way Brentford is losing against Bournemouth.
I agree.
Take that to the bank.
I agree. A 2-0
But
win
you all
or
said
3-0
that
win.
when they came to the Etihad.
Ah,
Vice versa. There's no way, there's not even a goal, leave alone a point. Surprises do happen.
Surprises do happen in
That's
football,
what-
but what we can do is
you know
predict
what?
the most likely
You know,
outcome.
really meshikana, I'm having the Arsenal effect. Labda menyambo. Bournemouth is gonna get a draw.
Nah.
Bournemouth nearly beat Tottenham.
I still don't think it.
I know
Brentford
almost
2-0
doesn't
win.
count, but anyway.
Brentford 2-0 win. Take it to the bank.
All I know, Bournemouth are not, the cherries are not losing.
Actually, I think the Brentford manager can get the award for the manager of the month for December.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Arsenal job.
Anyway, guys, next game,
I think that we should. I think we are all done with the relegation battle. We need to talk about the top 5 and the team in number 10. Let's start with the team in number 10.
We're not talking about mid-table.
No, guys. You see, Haaland has scored many goals than Chelsea this season.
Actually, that is surprising. Yes, 21. Chelsea has 20.
Yeah.
Chelsea, pull up your socks.
And he never scored against Chelsea. I think that was being respectful.
He has never
Maybe
played
Haaland
against
is
Chelsea.
I know, but unajua ni ile sasa nifunge. Unajua melelewa na baba na mama wazuri. But kind, be gentle.
Be kind,
So,
gentle.
sio poa. Atuwaongezee salt to injury. You just chill.
So, however, Chelsea can get a
Chelsea are playing Crystal Palace, by the way, guys.
I wasn't even going to discuss that game because that's a mid-table team. Tumama tunaongea relegation na top 4, top 6. Ama top 7 hata juu Europa Conference inaisha top
You see,
7.
bro, this is the beauty about this game. If Crystal Palace win, they might go ahead. They might go on top of Chelsea.
Ni hiyo tu, but they
Okay,
won't
they
go to
won't because of the goal.
The goal difference,
Yeah.
yeah.
On
But-
top of that, bado ingi top 7.
But they'll be tied
Yeah.
points with Chelsea.
Awengi top 7.
So it will be very interesting. game
Chelsea
to
wa
watch.
win. Waongezee hapo wakuwe na 28. Wanafika hapi.
I think wataingia top 7.
28 wataingia top 8.
Yeah, top 8.
They might go
They
above.
might go above
Top 8 upati anything.
They might go number 7.
They go number 9, bro.
No, 28. 28 ni hapa.
No,
But unaona Liverpool wako na
Plus 3. Yeah, so that's number 7.
Liverpool wana plus 12.
No, I'm talking about Fulham plus 3.
Na Chelsea wako
plus 1.
plus 1.
So if they score 2 goals, they're above.
Fine.
No,
Yeah.
But they'll go 7. Let's say they score 10 goals at they'll go 7.
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyway,
guys, Chelsea is winning this game. That's to be fair. Chelsea will win.
no, Chelsea are struggling this match. A draw.
Yeah?
They're a draw.
Vieira is gonna do that upset again.
Okay, beauty.
We agree. Wow, guys,
Vieira is gonna, not a draw, it's a win. A win for ile shoka. Unakumbuka la season pale swa kuja tu kwetu akatukula 2-0 na kaenda hivyo tukastuka. Wait, what has happened?
Where?
Hii game bado iko bridge.
Yeah, I got the bridge.
Watch this space. And you know the worst part or the beautiful part in nini? They cannot shout Potter out.
Yeah.
Chelsea's under new management.
Potter has a 6-year contract. What are you doing, Chelsea? Anyway, I think Chelsea will lose.
Yeah, so as Ochola shows us his next jersey, Newcastle Fulham.
That's a very good game.
3-0
That's a very good game. I expect a 2-2 draw.
Adi?
A 2-2 draw.
Newcastle don't concede, bruv. What do you mean?
Actually, maybe they don't concede.
Come on. Stop being emotional and Arsenal fanatic.
No.
It's not gonna happen. They came to the Emirates and
Then a 0-0 draw.
You expect
A 0-0 draw.
they're at home. A
0-0 draw.
Kylian Trippier free kick.
0-0 draw. Leno is there. He will make sure that Arsenal do something. 0-0 draw.
Oh, I was gonna refill my Coca-Cola.
So guys, I honestly I think Newcastle is winning this game.
Thank you.
I have Mitrovic in my fantasy. I have
He'll be back from suspension.
But sorry guys, I think Newcastle, they're too good. I think
We have to give respect where it's due.
the only problem with Newcastle is Arsenal and Manchester City are playing this season. Otherwise, if it's not for Arsenal and Manchester
They might
City,
be doing something
yeah,
towards an
they
upset.
could be champions, but nah.
That's why I said
Arsenal
at the
will be
beginning
number
of the beginning of the review of last season games, I said Arsenal do not pose a threat to our title challenge. Newcastle does, because Arsenal still have to play that Thursday league tournament that is trying to mimic the original European tournament. I've forgotten its
You see,
name, but it starts with the Pa or something. Papa Cup or
I'm even thinking, could Nick Pope be the England #1 goalkeeper? Maybe?
I think I take Nick Pope over Pickford, but
Exactly.
I take Ramsdale over everyone else. But now,
Okay.
no, the problem with the England team is they do not play like the Pep or Arteta kind of way. So take Nick Pope. If they were playing the Pep Arteta, take Ramsdale.
I'm just disappointed that Nani still has his job.
Who?
Gareth Southgate.
Yes.
Southgate, yeah, that's very disappointing.
But
And we
it's
have a
that
Euros to
loyalty.
win,
You know
man.
when you have that husband or wife that is cheating on you, you accept it because there was that one time he got to that Paris final. There was that one time Bukayo Saka was choked and you nearly if it wasn't for some
Italian old man.
no yes and some guys from the opposite team called Manchester United and Arsenal that lost their penalties.
Who from Arsenal?
Saka,
Saka.
it was
Sancho, Rashford, and Saka.
Saka was still young.
I know everyone was still young, but you know those are the false hope that make you believe in something better.
Those were poor decisions by the manager. I can
Thank
say,
you.
How do you bring in a player who hasn't felt the pressure of the game to take a penalty?
You're even adding
But
more
you know
pressure
what?
to
You
them.
know what?
He
The
loses
beauty
that
about
penalty.
it is that has helped.
Saka.
Out of that trio, it's only Saka who has grown.
Yeah, Saka. I think
No,
Saka
no,
and
no,
Rashford.
Rashford is now. Rashford was this.
Actually, Rashford was this good
destroyed.
and
Relax.
It was destroyed by Ten Hag.
Achola.
Yes.
Let's put Manchester United aside.
Rashford is good,
Rashford
but
as an
in
England
that,
player,
yes.
he's been improving game by game.
I think actually, come to think of
all of them suffered, but the one who gained out the strongest
Is
was
Saka.
Saka.
He improved
Rashford
immediately
in his
from there.
season amekuja under Ten Hag.
Under Ten Hag.
And that's what's going to happen with Sancho.
Saka-
That thing destroyed him.
Saka-
Saka is not injured. I mean,
Saka-
Sancho is not injured. Sancho
Sancho
is going
mentally
to
not,
mental stuff.
exactly.
So Saka-
Manu hataki kuisema.
So
Pole
Saka-
Sancho by the
So
former
Saka,
City
you give
Academy
credits
player.
to who? To
Yes.
Arsenal. For Saka, you give
Support
credits to
system,
Arsenal.
yeah.
Yeah,
the support
yeah.
system is great.
I think that was something that helped Arsenal. So
Nani Ateta. You know Ateta did that to Leroy Sané and Raheem Sterling.
yeah, and that's when they left, they were unable to.
Ateta knows how to work with fast wingers. Pep, Thierry hata alitumwa kwa winger kwa accommodate Messi. Pep is a chess player.
Pep does
Ateta which is a draft.
Which game are we talking about? The Newcastle Fulham game. I think then we need to talk about the two derbies. So let's start with the North London derby.
Tuanze na hapo.
Spurs.
So Arsenal will be playing Spurs away. It's been a boogie place for us, but I think this is the season where we show them. We are here. We are not here to take part. We are here to take over. So I predict a 2-1 win, a 3-1 win for Arsenal, just because Harry Kane will score a penalty. I don't want to talk about it. I know what you're going to say. So let's start with that.
He predicts a 3-1 win.
To be fair, I'm predicting a 2-2.
Arsenal have not conceded 2 goals apart from.
Relax. I'm predicting a 2-2 full-time win between this game. And 2-2 will be a header goal from Harry Kane and a goal
Then they did it from Chelsea.
from Son. I think
2-2
Spurs.
Chelsea, remember.
I think Spurs needed this
Spurs
moment.
Chelsea 2-2.
Oh, was it 2-2
Ile
or
ya
1-1?
Kukurela livutwa nywele.
Yeah, so again, I keep on saying this. Arsenal will always score a goal. So the opponent has to score a goal.
Newcastle.
Okay, Newcastle is a special case. These guys are not conceding.
Newcastle banner.
Spurs is conceding goals. So if Spurs need to get a result from this game, you guys
Crystal Palace.
need to score a goal. So guys, I think a
Crystal
2-2
Palace did go to who?
Si amesema Spurs always consider goal.
Oh.
Crystal Palace.
It was 4-0.
Yeah, funny.
Okay, but anyway.
Romero is back. A World Cup winner is back. Tell me, does Arsenal have a World Cup winner in their squad?
You have potential World Cup winners.
I don't know. Is there the one who potential anachezea Aston Villa sasa?
They have Bukayo Saka.
Achana huyo anakuja Man City kwa utaona rumor.
It's never going to.
Why do you think they're rushing?
Talk about the
Arsenal
game.
have literally forced a contract extension on Saka.
Not forced. We had the option
You
to
saw,
extend.
you
We had
saw,
the option
you
to
saw
extend,
Man City
to give us time to talk about.
And you know when Man City come for Arsenal.
There is
that's
no.
what happens.
That was long time ago. There is no Saka is going to Man City. No way.
Script, different cast.
No.
Anyway,
Talk about the
what's
game.
your prediction? Spurs Arsenal.
Mimi narudi tu kwa kitu moja. Umsa alisema na predict Tottenham will win 3-1.
No,
It's like me saying I predict Satan will overcome Jesus when he comes back. You're 3-1 to Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
yeah, that's a very interesting. Then let's go to the other derby. The freaking which other game?
Actually, this derby is a very tricky one.
Before we talk about the derby, let's talk about the other one. I've forgotten. Sorry, Liverpool fans. Brighton vs Liverpool.
So you already did that, but you have to do it.
We started that one.
We were talking about Mitomo and
I think we were talking about it in the FPL.
FPL.
Yeah.
we can still repeat again
Let's
because
do it.
Brighton is winning this game, guys.
I think that's a sure.
Come on, Brighton! Come on, Brighton! But then,
Yeah, Liverpool are just too inconsistent. So
Actually-
it's so hard to predict, but
actually, that's the best game to watch that Saturday from 6.
apart from the derby.
No, there's no other. Okay, the derby is
derby
early
is there.
kickoff.
Yeah.
Then from 6.
Oh, from 6, you mean
From
from
6
6?
is the only game to watch. So, come on,
Senior
Brighton!
to 6 year ingine ni so.
Yeah, so
Maybe the Wolves just
Brentford.
have game might be interesting. Or
Trust me, your game Bournemouth atashinda 4-3. Hiyo ndio itakuwa game of the season.
I'll enjoy watching that.
anyway, so talk about
Although pia
the,
Brighton itakuwa game of the season.
let's talk about the derby.
The Manchester
2-0.
derby.
I'm gonna be humble. 2-0, yes.
Okay, so a clean sheet. Wow, interesting. Done.
And the irony is Ilkay Gundogan and Haaland to score. I feel it.
Well,
Okay, interesting.
I have a lot of worries going to this game.
Don't, brother.
I don't know why.
Pep Role has been building up to these games, starting
Yeah.
from Chelsea, Tottenham. You know, when you face these big teams, Pep Role comes, he overthinks, he overdoes. But what he did in the second half of Chelsea,
You see what happens, bro. I think
what he's done in the second half of Chelsea, we can both agree Rico Lewis is starting the derby.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
starting, he's
But
starting.
now the question is, will he be able to handle Rashford?
Bravo.
okay. I think in terms of both teams,
Rico Lewis is a midfielder,
City
he's
is a
not a
stronger
right
team.
back.
But when you are defending deep, you will defend deep. Not every time
don't.
you be counter pressing.
Bravo, we don't defend.
No, once or twice. You will have to defend deep once or
And when he
twice.
does, he falls back. But do you know who falls back with him? The rest of the team.
so here,
Okay.
here's
City play 3 at the back if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Akanji and Stones.
Yes, I agree. And then Lois comes into midfield, and then Gundogan gets not Gundogan, KDB.
So here's one thing: if there's something the ball pod has taught me is looking at the game critically, not purely as a fan.
Yes.
Because if I look at a game
I
as a
appreciate
fan,
what Man United is doing.
yeah. So if I look at a game as a fan, I'll be so biased against.
Man City
towards
United.
Man City. But you got to appreciate this style of play from
Ten
Manchester United.
7 wins in a row. That's
Yeah,
nice.
so-
do not.
They're playing
But,
so well. Again,
you
another
have
thing.
to consider
Another thing you can.
those games.
Yeah.
If you went into in-depth of those games, those wins.
Bro, there's a debate.
If
I
the
want-
other team took their chances,
There's a debate I want us to have. Right?
let's have it. And
Our attacking versus United's defense and their attacking versus our defense.
Yes.
Who do you think has a better defense a better defense unit? For me, I think United have a better defense unit.
but that's only because you don't know that the defense of Man City begins from Kevin De Bruyne.
I know. So here's the beauty of Man
That's why
City.
we are
Man City,
solid.
if you have the ball and you are controlling the ball and we are pressing high.
That's what we're gonna do. You think Manu is gonna control the ball?
No. We'll do that.
Eh.
But you see,
Man U will be at
but you see what will
I know,
happen?
but they
You see
always
what-
defend.
You see what will happen?
Go to stats then.
With our
No,
goalkeeper,
this is a
relax,
new coach.
bro.
I know.
Bro, with our goalkeeper and some of our defenders, you have Anthony running into the box, you have Martial, you have Rashford, maybe Garnacho.
All I know is Nathan Ake is starting that game. John
Akanji
Stones is starting
starts.
that game.
Okay, Stones is
Akanji is starting that
Yeah.
game. Rico Lewis is starting that game. Rico Lewis is the Philip Ham who drops back. He's so aggressive and tenacious. Ona venye alikazia Salah game ya Carabao.
So
Ona game ya Leeds. Ona venye alikam Liverpool.
I agree.
Liverpool waliacha kuku.
I agree.
Kina ZX akatonea immediately.
But the reason I kumtoa was
Sure,
stupid
I
from
agree.
Paul.
So the reason why I'm saying this game will be tricky, honestly, we don't know what Pep will do.
All I know is
Uh-huh.
all our attacks begin from our defense.
No.
And all our defense begin from our attack.
Sour.
That's why I know
But-
we're the better solid
Sir, bro,
unit.
but-
That's why I
but-
know we're gonna win this game.
But we've watched a team where Foden, Bernardo are being taken off, and you have Jack and Mahrez performing.
I'll tell you this for a fact.
Are these the kind of players you want to put against Manchester United?
Kuchokoze.
Do you want to have Rico and Ake?
Foden won't start this game kwa sababu Jack ameonyesha his tenacity na body language. But in my opinion, Foden and Mahrez should start on the wings.
Foden and Mahrez.
Foden for his directness,
Okay, yeah.
I think it's
Foden
important.
are true. Foden
And
and
Haaland
Mahrez.
hapo mbele. Hiyo mid simple. Rodri, Bernardo akwe bench.
So Rodri?
Rodri captain
KDB?
na KDB.
So here's my
Captain
question.
do
Here's my
captain
question.
do control tempo ya game kwa ujai notice. Hata sio
Here's my
Kevin.
question.
Uh-huh.
Is there any time we'll see both Alvarez and Haaland starting again for Man City?
Yes.
Yeah, possibly,
Yes, it's
but
coming,
not this
bruv.
game.
So if it's
Alvarez-
coming, I'd rather have it this Manchester derby.
Not
No, you cannot change the derby. You cannot change the derby.
You know why? You know why? You know why?
Last week.
You know why?
No, after
No, relax,
Chelsea
relax,
something
relax,
is up.
relax.
Yeah.
Relax. We've watched Alvarez playing for Argentina.
Yes.
We've watched Alvarez pre-World Cup.
Yes.
We've seen how.
Do you know unajua ile game nezaanzisha Alvarez? Game ya Tote.
No, bro. You see,
Ini derby.
here's the
Derby
thing.
form
Here's the
kwa
thing.
picha.
Here's the
That's why
thing.
I'm confident Tottenham is winning.
Here's the thing. For me, I think we need an attacking player who's versatile. I think this versatile player for us is Alvarez.
But then
Alvarez
Alvarez change your whole
Trust
team
me,
because and I
trust
don't.
me, Alvarez is better off coming off the bench this derby.
Yeah. Then starting the pressure it might be too much,
Wachana
especially
pressure.
if
So
you lose.
he's still on
Okay,
the holiday mood
so
like
the-
every other Argentinian player.
So the beauty of it is Alvarez will start our
Tottenham game.
No, wait.
So the beauty is he'll start the Carabao game. We'll see how he plays.
Yes.
And
Then from
from
there
that-
he can force himself.
Yeah, he can
to
force
the derby.
himself to start in the derby.
And on
Now-
top of the derby, there's a still match
Wait.
of Southampton in the Carabao Cup.
Wait.
Wale watu
Now let's talk
Carabao.
about. You have talked a lot.
Bado
about
kuna
it.
teams
Now, what have you
Carabao
agreed?
bado.
What have you agreed? Your thoughts. He has already said City's winning 2-0.
No, City's winning.
How many? I want your prediction. And then we move to the
Yeah, he
other
says 2-0.
Manchester.
So
Yeah, you're
so the
saying.
problem is me I'm seeing us conceding.
So
I'm seeing Rashford scoring a goal.
Because of
So-
FPL, by the
No,
Alisha
no,
confess.
no.
He wants his team to concede so that he can. Usaliti. Now the Romans conquered the world.
No, guys.
Kakuna leaders
guys,
Kadan.
we No, sometimes it's good to agree that when a team is good, Man United is good. I watched them yesterday playing Everton. They are good. If they get the ball running into your box, they'll create a chance and they'll score. If only Anthony doesn't overdo his skills, Man United will score a goal. So I think Man United will score. I don't want to say Rashford will score. It can be even Malaysia. Sawa.
Malaysia, maybe.
So what's your scoreline?
So my scoreline is 4-1.
4-1.
Man City 4, 2 goals for Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, and maybe...
The only reason we cannot score, let me tell you, look at January fixtures in Man City. We do not score more than 3 goals.
I wanted you to unlock for me to make yes.
Oh.
Okay, let me give my prediction about this game. I know all of you will say because I'm biased.
Amona mali imekaribia championship. Unajua huyo akiona pale anaogopa Newcastle sisi na Man.
Let me tell you, there is something that you do not fear. Man, you have been playing Bournemouth and winning. Those are not games that I will consider.
This is a late game.
I want Manchester United to beat
City.
Because I know when they come to the Emirates, we'll humble them. Manchester United to beat City.
Si anataka even though that's how you know we are
a 2-1 win. A 2-1 win.
Let her
it's going to be a very tough game, and Rashford is going to score the winner in the 80-something minutes.
Arsenal alete happy sindo cheers kwa hii Premier League.
Let's finish up. Before we finish, let's talk about one game. The Spurs vs
Arsenal.
No, we are already there. The Spurs vs
City.
the second
Spurs,
week.
yeah.
The second
Double
week.
game week.
Yeah, the double game week.
I told you we were gonna obliterate Spurs. Now here's the thing. Hii jersey, the last time we had a replica, although iko kwa ini diagonal.
Yeah.
Stripes.
They were vertical.
They were vertical, not vertical. A certain striker alifunga bao 4 hii side ingine. Alafu side ingine tuko alima 6. This is the season where Spurs are clueless. The only reason they beat us last season is because they had that Tanganga alicheza ni kama amejua ni aje. Your family has been held hostage.
Play and win or forget about them.
Hurricane, mlikata kuniongezea tu hiyo 50 million mlichukue.
Kichwa.
Tungetesa na nyinyi lakini na hiyo goes to Hound. Tungekuwa na Hurricane hiyo Champions League ingekuwa yetu.
Of course. The number of chances you created.
Zile za Grealish na Foden. That finally but you know we can't dwell on what ifs.
Yeah, don't dwell on what ifs. So let's talk about this one.
I'm happy because the level of City may gain your respect. It's been only 12 years in this competition. Kuna team imecheza over 30 years na kutuna.
Here we go again.
Kuna team imecheza over
We were talking about Man City vs Spurs, and then somehow somebody found a way of talking about Champions League against another team.
Here's my prediction. To be fair,
4-0 City mimi nimemaliza.
To be very fair,
but 4-0.
1-0 to Manchester City.
1-0 labda derby. But he has Tote at the Etihad after what happened last season and what we're chasing.
But guys, to be very honest,
quick out the blocks. When you
these 2 games will determine who wins the title of the season.
Yeah, I don't think it's these 2 games, but yeah.
Let me throw it back. Before we played Manchester in the derby earlier this year, all talk was about how there's a resurgent United and how they'll cause us an upset.
But bro, there's never a game. This as in
that Tottenham wakaponea.
No, that derby.
Tottenham in fact sisi ndo tuliponea.
No,
Queen alikufa. Tungepatana nayo time we weren't.
Yeah, you are still
okay.
Saizi kuna ile there's that fire under the belly ndo maana unaona Pep ugopi kuleta Nicolas because he knows what's on the line. Pep akisema anaogopa Arsenal tukiwacha hivi watakula hata ile 100 points zetu. Waron sleeves zimekunjwa nyinyi ndo amjoona.
Anyway, I think
what's your prediction?
My prediction
win.
What's your prediction?
Tote Kenya tunaweza lose ni Soton, Carabao na Chelsea. I'm worried about those cups.
But
I don't care.
But kwa ligi kuna rest na kuna space.
We're going to come back. Guys, we're going to come back and my prediction a 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw.
Okay.
Hurricane is going to do his thing.
Arsenal, but he won't do his thing at the lane. He won't do his thing. But after Etihad, he's gonna do anyway. You know. So I told you $1 tunajua Lucifer kirudi tunaoverpower Yesu.
No. Let's never lie. The internet never forgets. Guys, that is what we predict is going to happen. Man City fans today have killed me. Today you have seen, they have killed me. But anyway, that's how we're going to end it here at the Ball Pod podcast. Those are our analysis of the games to go. And I know Chola wants to say something.
Before Chola says something, guys, thank you for your support. You can follow us on our Instagram page at the Ball Pod, TikTok at the Ball Pod, and also Twitter at the Ball Pod. Guys, let's have this conversation about football. Yeah?
Join the WhatsApp group too.
Join the WhatsApp
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Chola, take us away. Today you're the one who has finished.
Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan. If you remember this, Jazz Arsenal fans, this is a warning to you. Liverpool have tried it twice. Man United tried it, but still, we know who we are. We know who we are. Champions of England. That's who we are.
Champione.
Ole, ole, ole. Ati nini?
Champion.
I thought you were finishing.
Ati sisi. Ole, ole.
When was the last time you guys sang that song?
I don't know. 2023. 2023. But